Jack and I started going to Scouts. My wife kind of pushed us into that a little bit, but Jack really wanted to go to Scouts. I was just along for the ride. When we started going to different groups, it never seemed like a really great fit. And then we heard about Troop 75 and we showed up for one of the meetings, one of the outings, and the rest is history. We just had a good time with everybody here, and as soon as he was making the transformation to Boy Scout, he's talking Eagle Scout. So he's focused on becoming an Eagle Scout. I'm a carpenter by trade, general contractor, so people call me up to fix their houses. I fix commercial buildings. I do a lot of structural repair on buildings, and most recently I got pulled into Middle Bass Island to rebuild a lot of the old homes there. Well, one of the main things I do is structural repair work. So when people have problems with old houses, beams breaking, foundations collapsing, a lot of people don't seem to know what they're doing, and I've been in the business long enough that I do. So it works pretty well. Quite frankly, I only choose people that are along those guidelines, and I actually participated in an event with the Scouts this summer. I actually learned quite a bit from some of the younger Scouts on how to run a better crew. I remember Julian when we did the chicken flip. It was a game that was so simple, it was painful to watch, but he had such a good way of handling different groups of adults and kids that would come through our chicken flip booth. It was just amazing to watch someone who was so young handle parents and handle the kids better than some of the parents. Best thing so far is to watch Jack get excited about being a Scout, and I quite like all the Scoutmasters I run into, and I don't get to spend as much time with the group as I'd like to, but whenever there's another camp out, I'm in. The Scouts are all fun. The food is excellent. I just help out as needed, and it works out really well.
I'm sorry I don't do impressions. My training is in psychiatry.
Just from what I've seen from some of these young Scouts, it's really impressive to see how well they can handle themselves and handle people, handle the general public. This Scout program is the best possible training you could have for that.
During my first class Scoutmaster conference, Mr. Boehm told me that it was time to step up. I didn't know what I was going to do this until my first year on the Appalachian Trail. On the third day, I was struggling. I was down to a crawl. I wasn't going to make it unless I got some help. Thankfully, Aaron and William took my food and clothes for me, taking some of the burden off my back and giving my legs some rest. As a result, the next day, I was able to carry all my stuff, and I was able to finish the trip strong. They stepped up for me, and I knew I had to do the same. Now that I'm out of scouting, I still try my best to do this in school and in work. In school, I enjoy helping my peers learn concepts we learned in class, and not only is it a valuable way to study by teaching your peers the material, you also help them understand a concept they may have found difficult. Additionally, in the workplace, I've found that I've been more successful than my coworkers, and that I've been given projects that, though they are more qualified for, I have been given them because my boss knows that I'll do my best to complete them and that I won't take any shortcuts. So I ask you, what will you do to step up?
Oh, stewardess.
This is a tasty burger. Vincent, you ever had a big kahuna burger? Want a bite? They're real tasty.
Ain't hungry.
Well, if you like burgers, give them a try sometime. Me? I can't usually get them because my girlfriend's a vegetarian, which pretty much makes me a vegetarian. But I do love the taste of a good burger. You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France?
No.
Tell them, Vincent.
Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese. You know why they call it that?
Because of the metric system?
Check out the big brain on bread. The metric system.
I had to work at the table. This whole end of the table just had some deck screws in it, not enough, and it literally collapsed from too much weight on this end. We took this whole end apart. I pulled out all the damaged screws, and I used a construction grade screws. They're called truss lock. They have the same rating as a 3/8 inch carriage bolt. So, and you just zip these fasteners right in there, and they're not going to move. So.
All right, guys, the holidays are upon us. Now is the time to hint to mom, dad, grandpa, grandma, anybody who will listen, hey, I want gear, camping gear, for Christmas. How about things like a cold weather sleeping bag, a brighter headlamp, long underwear, gloves, or wool socks, waterproof hiking boots, an internal frame backpack, or a day pack. How about a new mess kit or a personal cook kit? Take stock of what you've used this year at your campouts. Did it keep you warm enough? Did it get dirty or rip? Are you ready to upgrade?
Ready, stand up.
Believe me, parents and grandparents would much rather get you a present that you'll use outdoors, being active, than another video game that will just keep you sitting on your butt. You can always check the Scout Shop downtown for specials. In fact, if you've outgrown your uniform, or if you're a weebo getting ready to cross over to Troop 75, the Scout Shop is offering 10% off matching uniform pants with the purchase of a uniform shirt through the end of the year. You could sign up for a free account at hikerdirect.com. They've got a holiday sale on backpacks and sleeping bags for the next few weeks. Or check out Walmart, Meijer, Dick's, Amazon, REI in Orange, or Appalachian Outfitters in Peninsula. The holidays are the perfect time to get some new gear for camp. Ciao.
Ciao. Right? Yeah, ciao.
We got some results for the Wilderness Iron Chef. You got to take one meal, except for the group that came late. They were automatically eliminated from breakfast. The winner, by taste, presentation, ingredients, everything, it was the adults. Hey! However, the adults did not win because we had to disqualify them. You know why? What was one of the key things you had to do on here? I asked every one of you. Nope, that was one. Yeah, that was. Teamwork participation. It was a one-man show, so therefore he is eliminated. The next score goes to Spoonsy Blues.